Hey guys, YT42 and welcome back to more Minecraft. This is part 4 of the World Tour, the Creations World Tour, and last time we did the tour of the Nether, the end, and now we're doing the tour of the new base. So the new base was made for 1.8 before that came out. This is the snapshots for 1.8. And we went over to a new location, decided to make a new base. And we saw a bit of it at the end of the creation series and into the new series a little bit. But yeah, I never really. I was going to call the new series Minecraft Adventures V, I think, or like the 5th season or something. I don't know, something like that. Then eventually I just thought, hey, let's just call it Minecraft. And so this is it. This is the new base. It's changed quite a bit. So this is all standard, right? There was always this, but as you can see, first of all, there's a beacon effect. But now, if we go out here, well, first of all, there was a villager that was caught here. So this goes down to the mine shaft, which has been there for ages. We caught a villager in here and tried to get some stuff. There's clay. I obviously didn't do this. This was 64 helper. There's a ton of pigment here. But first, let's make it daytime, first of all, because this area at nighttime is really dangerous, just because that's not the stairs. Because there's a lot of monsters around, because all the caves are lit up. All of the caves are lit up. So there you go. So obviously we've just gone through a ton of new stuff here, and I'll explain it in a second. So if you heard that, that's the Zelda, that's the sun song from Zelda. I figured I'd make it so whenever it turns daytime, it would play that. So this is the exterior of the new base. It's very laggy around here because there's a lot of things going on. But you remember when there was a creeper face here and it was just a bunch of trees around and there was just this building? Quite a lot's changed, huh? So all this new stuff on it, like the anvils? Why do you take so much iron? This is 64 helper. He was gonna start remodeling this area, but then we moved over to the new area. Also, there are andesite walls in the game. I didn't know that. But yeah, this is the new base. This is what happened with it. Eventually, originally it was only 1 floor tall, but we expanded it. So don't worry, I'll cover all of this as well. We'll get to it. So all of this is really personal stuff. This is just a personal world, really, and this is all the personal stuff with it. So this is Wayne the Second. You may remember going out to get him. So you'd open this up and you'd take him out for a ride. I don't think I've ridden him since that episode where we got him. That's the same episode where Ben got shot by with a flare. That's right. This is Skeleton Horse here because those are a thing now. Well, they were in the game's code for ages, but they only got added in a few years ago. And then there's also zombie horses as well. It's got leaves here. Anyway, so this is just the nether portal and to get to the mine shaft. And before we go up into the main base, this is when slime blocks were added, so I was... Oh right, they break instantly. I was doing stuff with those. This was an AFK fishing farm, where you used to be able to do stuff on that, and you'd just sit in there, and eventually it would just give you stuff over time. But by the time I made this, actually, which was only very recently, they had the changes where... So I'm on the 1.16 pre-release, right? Where they made the changes to fishing. But where you have to be in open water in order to get all the treasure stuff, like the books and the Nautilus shells, which was what I was trying to get. I was trying to get the shells. But now, if you fish in water like this, you just get fish and junk like tripwires. So there you go. That's unfortunate. So there used to be a reference to a Monty Python Killer Bunny. I think it's like the Killer Bunny of Carbonog. Used to be a reference to that in the game. They used to have this Killer Bunny, which was like a 1 in 1,000 chance of spawning. It would come after you, and it would attack you. And I found the thing, which was crazy, Because this is when rabbits were new. I found the thing, and eventually I got in this cage here. And what's that? I thought, wow, holy hell, I got that bunny. But then eventually they removed it, and so it just reverted back to just being a regular bunny, which sucked. But then eventually we bred these, I guess. But yeah, I was really upset about that because I was like, man, that was quite the effort to get all of that. There's a bunny down there as well. Yeah, all of this under here is really just maintenance. So this is the note blocks. Do not break those. There's water under those. There's so many zombie pigmen just in the way. Under here, this is the... Whoa! I'm guessing there was a creeper explosion here recently. Holy hell. Okay. Well, there was a creeper explosion here recently, I guess. There you go. Alright. Well, there used to be a villager in here that was upside down because it was labelled Grum. This was the enchanting room, and this is the maintenance around it. Okay. The reason why there's maintenance around all the rooms is because there's piston doors to open all of them. So there you go. Now this was on the original series. This was on camera. This was all the way down to a zombie spawner. So I'm trying to show the familiar stuff first, but this goes down to a zombie spawner that we found and we made into a zombie villager converter. But now these don't spawn zombie villagers anymore, so it doesn't work. Plus I don't think it really works that well to begin with. But the zombies would spawn in there, they go down there. Yeah, it used to work. They used to go up here and they'd eventually go down into here. There was a minecart system that would take them over to the base up there where we could cure them. We could make them into villagers. So there you go. So yeah, they used to land on here and we could decide to kill them or keep them. This was an experience farm here. But now the zombies don't climb up they don't go up water anymore, which sucks. So because they sink, and if they drown, they turn into the drowned. So there you go. This is just the maintenance for all of that. I remember it actually was kind of difficult to do all of this. It involved water and minecarts, so that's tough. But they go across here. They'd keep going across here. I don't know what this is, if I'm honest. That's... Oh, this is for the tree farm. Well, the little tree thing. And just a bunch of stuff in there. Cut into the zombie farm thing. Strange. Anyway, there we go. So that's that. There's a lot of broken stuff around this base because we haven't been here in a while. What else we got? Shall I go down there yet? Yes, sure. This is a huge thing. This was, first of all, it's when concrete came out, as you can tell. As well as that, this was the big storage system. This is the automatic storage system, and this is the mob farm, which we'll see soon. Replaced it with a bubble stream recently, in order to get the things up there. There you go. See, they're going up. Alright, so this was a big ass storage thing. It's all automatic. There's tons of hoppers and all sorts of things behind the area at the moment. So if I dig behind here, see all the hoppers and everything, and oh god, this took so long to do. The sorting system and all of that. So, well, first of all, you can put stuff in here. It's a trap test, and if you want them destroyed, you could set them there. And eventually would destroy it. But here, if you wanted to store stuff away, you just chuck them in here, and eventually they would go into storage. This broke recently, and we replaced it, but it's nowhere near as fast as it used to be, which... Oops. I guess we didn't rebuild it right. Anyway, a lot of the stuff's been taken out to move to the reef base, but yeah, here you go. This is all automatic. It all sorts into this automatically, and You know, it's a storage system, all right. That is a lot of glass that I might take for later. But yeah, it's all automatic. It all goes into the system, and I spent a lot of time in this room as well, this big room, and I'm pretty happy with it. It just took a long time. We already aren't using it. So that's unfortunate. It took a lot of planning as well to get all the right items. God. Yeah, I'm terrified of this base because there's just creepers everywhere because we don't... Well, everything's lit up underneath, so they have to spawn in these tiny little dark spots above ground. Is it nighttime? It's not nighttime. But anyway, into the main base itself. Get up by moving onto the slime block and it'll push you up. Here we go, this is the main area. These chests are still here because I just never bothered to get rid of these garbage chests. Okay, so what happened here? So one of these maps is fine, but the others aren't? So this is just a map of the area. So this is the main base itself. And there used to be chests up here with a bunch of valuables that we got from mining. So we moved those down to the system, storage system. This is the pet shack. Bunch of dogs here who are named. So there we go. This would take you into the enchanting area, but obviously that's been disrupted. Over here we have a bunch of episodes. So we have Adventures, Creations, Chronicles, Legends, and Adventures V. And obviously we never started on this, so... Let's see Legends. Let's go. Episode 53. Rich goes to trade stuff with people. What am I trying? I'm trying to think of what this was. Oh, that's right. This was on the Auden server. I don't know why I labeled this as Legends, but I obviously did. For some reason. But that was on the Minecraft Legends server. Sorry, Auden server. It's Townie server. God, I've been recording for about 2 hours at this point, and my brain is fried, and I got more to do. So yeah. So oops, bumped the mic. So you can tell I'm definitely out of whack. But yeah, this is just more episodic recounts. Fix the egg farm. Alright. This was this was meant to be a fully automatic furnace room, but with how much space we have here, there's no way that would work. Down here, this is 64 Helper's room that he made into his own little area. That is dark. Stuff would definitely spawn there. Anyway, yeah, it keeps up the trend of just him having small little areas that belong to him all over the world. This is a melon and pumpkin farm. Downstairs. The reason why there's these signs everywhere is because I planned the layout of this place and I labelled everything before we ever got to finish it. So a lot of these signs are still up, despite the fact that this is finished. So it's exactly what you think it is, just melons and pumpkins. Now this is the second floor, which we also never finished. A lot of the stuff was never finished. And this is like a project list room. Go in here, and we open this up, and we just get a bunch of projects to do. Yeah, we're gonna make Angel Island. That's right. I wanted to make Angel Island from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which would be a lot of fun. Yeah, this is going to be like an update room, this is when 1.12 was not even out yet, but it was listing a bunch of things that were coming out and snapshots. I don't know why I did that. There you go. This was a snow golem who has been caged. There used to be lava underneath here, but I think one of us fell in it and died, so yeah, we got rid of that lava. This was going to be my room. It's going to be a big 3x3 piston door, which would not fit with the amount of room that we have on these floors. So yeah, it's just a big area with a bed, essentially. This is a seed. This was going to be a seed and flower farm. A lot of the stuff on the second floor never got built. So wheat, carrot, beetroot, possibly mushroom, and potato farm. So yeah, this used to work because you put in something there, and the bone meal would dispense onto it and harvest all the stuff because it was in the dark room, and you'd get a lot of wheat and stuff really quickly. But Doesn't work anymore. Back here, there's nothing. See, obviously this was never finished. It was going to be decorated and everything, but never got to that stage. So now we can finally leave the base itself, and we can go outside. Just let the jingle play. And yeah, now we can go outside, and it's the great big world. This is stuff that was all done really about 3 years ago. Beginning of 2017 is when we did a lot of this stuff. So we got signs for some reason. Alright, so let's just do the same way that we've been doing it. Where there's all sorts of decorations around here, all sorts of crops and stuff. So this is just a little farm for wood in case we wanted to, quickly get some. Thing is that, and yeah, it would all come down to this collection system here. Why did I make it so you can't get out? This is why you have ender pearls. So it'll come down to this collection system here, and you get all sorts of stuff that wasn't related to the drops as well. This is obviously before the warped and crimson trees had come out, so they aren't here. I mean, they're still not technically out because we're still in a pre-release at the moment of 1.16. Back here, we have a big-ass jungle tree and a big-ass spruce tree. I still think they're neat. They're cheap and they're stupid, but I love them. This is where the beacon is, because I wanted the beacon to be when we're inside the base, but I don't want it going through the center of the base, so... This is the mob spawner. This is where all the drops come from. There's a big underground area there, and mobs come up here, and I wanted to make one that could fit spiders in it, and spiders would come down and we get spider drops, so... Luckily that happens. They do sometimes get stuck on the walls though, which is why we put a lava blade up there, but then sometimes they get stuck on the blade and the drops don't come down, so yeah, that sucked. So yeah, this worked pretty damn well. So there you go. This is just chorus fruit. Never did anything with this. It's just chorus fruit. I think there's just like a little marker for something. That goes down to the slime farm. So these pillars that are similar to the ones at the old base, they are actually for marking the area where mobs can spawn in caves that aren't in the mob spawner. So we made an area to mark all that stuff out. This doesn't go anywhere anymore, it just goes down to the ceiling of the slime farm, because that's how we originally got down there, is through that. But now we have a separate entrance for it. So this area was hollowed out because we're going to put a sugarcane farm here and a cactus farm, but that's at the reef base now. Oh yeah, there used to be a squid in here. It died somehow. Yeah, a creeper went off here, but we decided to make a pond out of it. So anyway, this goes up to the slime farm. It's a neat little decoration out here. So yeah, we put a bunch more effort into the builds at this base. So yeah, we've got this little underground cove area, which is neat. I didn't do much of the decoration at all. Anyway, the slimes... Oh, that one's dead again. I replaced that iron golem and he's already dead again. But slimes would spawn, and yeah, we get a lot from this. Slimes would spawn and they'd get attracted to the iron golems and they'd get broken down. Also, that one's taken damage, so I'm guessing they can damage the iron golems now. They never used to be able to. So they spawn, they get attracted to the cactus, and then they eventually die and their drops go into the system. They get funneled down to here. So there's some crap in here. I think 6 Developer's going to make another underground base here. And again, just like last time, he didn't end up doing anything with it. So there you go. It's just a little archive there. I think it's really cool to stand here. It's like a little nice little hidey hole. It's neat. What else? Pretty sure that's it. Yes, this was the ladder to get up to the surface, but we got rid of that. Yes, there you go, one spawn there. Eventually they get attracted to the... Do they still get attracted to them or not? Not sure actually. Seems very on and off, and unfortunately you do lose some of the slime balls and the cactus, but oh well. So there you go, that's the slime farm. What else we got up here? We have... What's the closest thing? Probably just this cactus here. It's not actually a build, it's just some cactus. That's it, because we don't have a cactus farm still. This or this first? This. This is... We can actually fly up there. It is a iron farm that no longer works because of the way that they changed villages. But yeah, getting all the villages up here was a struggle. I remember that. There's a pod's hole down there. It was quite the ordeal getting all the villages up here, but eventually they would spawn an iron golem, it would get sucked down into the system, and eventually it would fall all the way down. Here, we made it look like a UFO. Like an iron golem getting thrown down from a UFO, and it would land here and we get the iron. We got a lot of poppies. It doesn't work anymore. I used this all the time. I used to AFK overnight here. That's how we got the hoppers, the iron for the hoppers down there. So that, yeah, that was quite fun, quite useful. Now this here, I use this all the time. This is the chicken farm. It's like a chicken pen. This is all we do. This is all that happens. Just a bunch of chicken cells set up here, and we get a ton of chicken. Except we should have made a filter, because we just get a lot of feathers. We get a ton of chicken out of it as well. This was my main source of food until we moved to the reef base. But yeah, we got banners here as well. Yeah, we got so much chicken from this. And it's probably the most useful thing in this base, because the one thing you need in Minecraft is a reliable source of food. Always. I think that should be one of the first things you make. Because you need food in this game to continue playing it, right? So, there you go. Now, across the bridge here, we have a squid farm. This is before fish were actually in the game yet. But squid eventually it's just a small little thing over time where squid would fall in there and they'd eventually die, and we get the ink sacs and the fish. There used to be more in there, but we took out a lot of ink sacs for something. I can't remember what though. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. For some reason they don't really spawn over here much. But there you go. So yeah, look, that squid's probably going to fall into the system. Yep, there we go. So I would activate the tripwires, and the tripwires would send a long pulse to the repeater. I don't think this works properly anymore though, because I don't think the pulse has been reduced, so it doesn't send the minecart off for long enough. Oh no, it does. Okay. So there we go. So eventually the squid would die, and he would pick up the ink sac, and it would go to a dropper system, which would send it up. There we go. We got the sacks. There we go. That was just a cute little thing that I made. It was fun. So this bridge is missing a thing. Interesting. This is just a bunch of sheep that we had to get some wool from. I didn't want to go back to the old base to use that one, so we just did that here. Nothing special here. This was 60 Developers' little shack thing. How do you get in? Up here, okay. Oh. I did like it. There's a skeleton horse in here. It's just his shack that he made. It's not a Ben shack, it's not that good. Nothing will ever top a Ben shack, but yeah, that's just a little thing that he made there. Now, actually the last thing that we did in this area was this. This is the Lumen Forest. This is entirely me. I did all of this. Where, as you can see, I only finished it recently because it's these. But this is supposed to be like a otherworldly forest where it mixes in. And we got concrete on the ground. Got brown ponds and everything. And it's a big area, and this took a long time to do. In fact, it took 3 years because I did it for a bit, and then I just stopped because I didn't play the game for about 3 years, and then 3 years later I finished it. So yeah, it's a big area, and we got this big cherry blossom tree in the middle, or something similar to it at least. So yeah, this took a long time to do all this and get all the concrete, because concrete isn't exactly the cheapest thing. So yeah, this took a long time, and of course we never use it, we never see it, because as soon as we finished it, we moved out of here. So, oh yeah, the chunk error. You good? Okay. So this chunk error here, I've got no idea what caused this. I don't know if this is in the old generation of the world or something. But in that case, why is this the only old chunk? Because this is all new chunks, right? How come this one is like this? I think Ben found this when we were looking for a horse. It's super weird. Oh, I forgot about there was a pink sheep out here. That's right. Got some pretty crazy stuff. Got the killer rabbit and the sheep and everything. It's weird. Other than that, I think that's really it for the new base. Wasn't a lot of stuff here. This little field, we were eventually going to make Angel Island up to the top here, but I decided to do that at the reef base, and even then it's still not done. So this little path here, I don't know if these naturally generate or what, I don't know, because I don't remember making this, but through here there is this bridge. There's this bridge over the ravine that I for sure did not make. And I don't think any one of us did it. Unless, you know, one of them's having the laugh of their life right now. I don't think it was Ben, I don't think it was his developer. But there's just that bridge there, and I'm pretty sure that it naturally generated. But no idea where it came from. So what is... Oh, okay, I was going to say, what, did I build something there? No. So there we go. That's the new base. Obviously this was supposed to be a recording area, but we never recorded anything here. But there is one more thing that we have to show off that's not here actually, but I still count it as part of the new base. But yeah, that's it for the new base there. Over back at the what's the name? Trying to think if I missed anything at all. No, I don't think I did, but back here I need to go show off the Ocean Palace because I never did that. And that was definitely part of the new base. I counted it part of the new base even though it's technically closer to the old base. It's not that far a walk. So down here, go up here, go through. We can actually probably, yeah, it's faster. And I'm scared to go in here because there's just a bunch of guardians on the floor, right? Just all swimming around, or jumping around, I guess. Yeah, this is... Oh god, okay, I'm gonna have to fly out of here. But this is what it is. These are the spawning areas for the guardians. They would spawn in and they'd fall out, and we were supposed to put water in to funnel them into the middle where we'd kill them, but yeah, I never ended up doing that. So there you go. This took a long time to drain all of this out, by the way. And of course I'm mad at myself because I never did anything with it. Now when I come over here, it's really to get gravel. So I don't know if you can see it, but all of this down here, it's all been... Just about all of it is gone. Like, there used to be a ton of gravel because the old oceans used to have gravel at the bottom. I think the cold oceans do now because they don't have any sand or seaweed or anything. But there's just a ton of gravel here, so if I need gravel for concrete or something, I'll go down there. Okay, so going through here is always a bit of a scare. Okay, we managed to get through. Are the only on the other side? No? Okay, cool. Alright. So, that's it really for the new base. Nothing else I can think of, because there isn't anything else. At the new base, so yeah, that's episode 99, part 4 of this world tour. So all that's left is the reef base, which is all completely new. None of it has been done on camera. In fact, it's all been done in the past few months. So yeah, stay tuned, because, well, first of all, I'm gonna eat, because I've been recording for 2 hours. Over 2 hours just running around this world, and yeah, I need to go get started on the reef based one, which won't take anywhere near as long to record, but still, I still gotta do it. But yeah, that's really gonna do it for the new base. So join me for part 5, which will be the final part of Minecraft. Okay, well, first of all, I've got to deal with you guys. Oh, by the way, the sign doesn't say anything. I don't know. I think that was the sign to go to that one area from ages away. But yeah, anyway, when we come back after these messages, we will be at the reef base. So yeah, until then, hey guys, it's been YC42, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys then.